Morning everyone, welcome to today's vlog. I'm just popping Dante out in the field and I'm going to get him in later and go for a hack. Today we'll have some tips and advice for you on how to help them overcome some fears. One thing I do with Dante is I have a routine that I either get up very early in the morning, about 5 AM, and ride him before anybody else is around so he doesn't get scared and spooked by things going on around. Or I put him out in the field first and then we'll have a chill out before I get him back in later and ride him. What do you think to it all, Dante? His Denozo calling to him. Is that your friend? After I've hacked him, I'm going to introduce Dante to the clippers, see what he makes of those, having never seen them before. I'm going to do it after I've ridden him. What I would recommend is I never clip a horse out and then go straight out for a ride on them, unless they're really used to being clipped, because it can make some horses get a little bit fresh if they've just been clipped, and they may then be a little bit excitable when you ride them. And what are we going to do? Are we going to go for a hack, or are we going to go to school? What do you want to do? What is this? There's another curry comb I didn't use this morning. I'm going to do this one on Dante. It's slightly softer and rubbery. Flick brushes again. Really nice soft goat hair one here for his face. Poor Dante's got a chunk taken out of his face at the moment. I don't know how that happened, do we? Okay. Just the hair. Good boy. We can use the sponges like earlier. Very carefully do his eyes with one of these. The other thing you can do the eyes with is cotton wool. And I use cooled boiled water with some salt in it. Salt's a natural disinfectant and it can help clear up any muckiness in the eyes. Save you having to resort to expensive lotions and potions from the vet. You've been very impatient tonight. Pick out into a pot, then you don't end up with a load of mud in your stable bed. I'm going to go for a hack today. He's not the best at hacking. He's very spooky. We had a nice one last week, so we might be turning a corner. Good boy. Oh, good boy. What are you going to do? Done it again! Your mother? It's comfy. Comfortable. Okay, wish us luck. We'll see what we get with our action cam today. He's going to be a good boy though, right? He's got the devil in him already.
Here we are out on our hack and he's being a really good boy. Most often he'll just have a look at things and with a nice pat and reassurance he'll carry on. He loves to look around, take it all in, and he really enjoys hacking, so I do believe that it's worth persevering with. There are some days when he finds it too traumatic and is just spooking at everything, and I know it's not a good day to go out for a hack, but if I catch him on a good day, it's really beneficial for them to walk over uneven ground. It helps with their balance and to see lots of different things, get his education in place. And it's just nice to get out of the school on such a lovely sunny afternoon, isn't it? Here's a little bank that we've got. We used to practice for the derbies at Hickstead on, not the big derby for me, just the ones in the outer rings. He's never gone up it before. This is his first time, so I was really happy with this. And you'll see in a minute he just takes his time coming down. This is the less steeper slope, and he just has a gingerly walk down it. And now I'm going to take him down the slightly steeper side. It's important here that you keep yourself in good balance. Don't tip forward, but don't sit heavy on the horse's back either, because he needs to be able to bring his hind legs under him to balance as he walks down the slope. Good boy, Dante. Having a little trot here. There was a time when I couldn't even get him to walk past these haylage bales. He would crouch down like a cat as we went past this hedge here and looked like he was going to leap into outer space. And now, as you can see, over time the trust is developed and he's having a trot up this part of the gallops now. Now, continuing with the trot up a hill, because I like to do hill work, it builds up their strength and also it can encourage them to do some medium trot strides. But here we go, his nemesis, a bit of water. I'm not going to get angry with him here. I'm going to let him just take his time and have a look. Horses have a blind spot down the front of their faces and they can't see at all there, so I let him just look down so he can see with both eyes from full frontal vision. Lots of praise there. And here he's gone backwards through it. He seemed happier to do that than go forwards through it. And we've gone sideways so he can see it out of his right eye. And then we're going back the other way. Horses have mainly monocular vision, and therefore they don't have very good depth perception. So to him, this could be genuinely a really deep lake. And he's got to have some trust in me, so I'm not going to use force or punishment that he won't go through it. I'm just going to give him some time to have a look, take it in, and there you go, he's walked through it. And I used the fact that we were aiming for home there as well to encourage him to go through. And then I thought, I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. We're going to let him settle now. And I let him go past the puddle, and we carried on with our hack. And then I came back to it in a different mindset when he'd had a chance to settle. And he walked through it again. And then because horses learn through repetition, I thought we'll just do it one more time to be sure. He's still a little bit unsure, so it will still be work in progress, but Dante has been a very good boy here. And as you see, walked through it in the end nicely.
Aha! Shall we see what we can find him in here? For being so brave and going through the lake, the treacherous lake with the Loch Ness monster in it. He managed to go through. Wonderful. Anyway, it's October. He started to grow a coat now. Up till now, I've never done anything much more than walk with him through the winter, and he doesn't grow a really thick coat, so I haven't needed to clip him. But now we are in full work, and we do a little bit in the school, well, a fair bit actually. We can actually make it around the outside of the school now, so I think a clip might be in order this year. So let's see what he's like with the clippers. He's never seen them before. And today I'm just going to see what he reacts like to the noises of clippers near him and around him, possibly the feel of them over my hand. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we've got power to this. I'm just going to, while he's having a little munch in there, I'm going to just put them on. If I introduce him to this really gently and just a little bit each day until it's a non-event to him, hopefully we should be able to clip him no problem at all. He loves being handled, he loves being brushed, he loves any attention, so hopefully he's just going to see this as an extension of that. Come on, oil. None's coming out. I think we need to chop the end off. Let's try again, shall we? Some in the little hole, some across the blades. You are a buffoon. Right, what do you think of this? They're very loud, aren't they? Dante eats everything. He would eat the electric cable if he could. Okay. We're just going to see what he makes and the feel of it on him for the first time. When we come to do some actual clipping, maybe tomorrow, come back and have another go, then he won't be alarmed by the feel of the clippers to begin with. As I say, if we just introduce it gradually, probably because I know Dante is an anxious horse, he can be a little bit spooky about things, but as you can see, when he's being handled, he's actually quite a happy chap. What are you doing? Mishka, good girl. He's a good girl. Please hit that like button in YouTube, subscribe to my channel and hit the notifications bell so that you get told about future uploads.